good news to share? We are on the good path. It's moving.
That's about the same.
It's about the same. Okay. Well,
yeah.
I don't know how much the lockdown is affecting the whole US development there from a corporate perspective. Somehow it does.
Stefano, do you want to have sort of an open mic format here where we can ask some questions? Is that what you would prefer?
I have a slideshow presentation first, and at the end we can have an open talk, of course. Yes. That's the purpose of it. But the first, let's say, 20 minutes will be the content I have prepared for you here, especially tonight. And then we have an open talk, always with pleasure, yes.
Okay.
Yes, Trish, there should be a recorded US corporate call. They are always recorded, probably on Telegram, as far as I know. Who else is on the call? Caroline, also. Welcome.
Stefano, can you see all of it? I'm not too new to, I'm really new to Zoom. So can you see me or you just hear me?
I see all of you. You all look great.
Oh!
It's you, Roberta, right?
Hi,
I can see you.
Roberta, yeah. Oh, okay. Hi. Okay.
Very well. Absolutely.
I'm trying to get comfortable, which is very difficult.
Very comfortable there. I see that.
Yeah.
We have to. So who is on Pacific time there? That's 5 p.m., right?
Yes.
Oh, Pacific.
Yes, some are Pacific time, some are Eastern time, some might be in the middle. I know you have different time zones. We only have one here, so a few more coming in. Susan, Sandy, Brigitte, and half of the job is done nearly. Yeah, Roberta, you look very comfortable. We like that.
I'm trying so hard. I've got really bad back issues. So, yeah, it gets difficult towards the end of the day.
Yeah, some time to relax. Okay, I think we can start. We can start immediately here. So, our dear North American pioneers, Healy pioneers since last year. Yeah, let me mute you now. That will help us all. Yes, job done. Okay. Here we go. So, a little bit of frequency and a good one. Fantastic. Didn't click. Oh yeah. 1, 2, 3. Who has a Healy running right now? You can write down in the chat box. Let me know which programs. So, Healy North America, special webinar tonight. We start with the present. We look at the future, but we will also talk a bit about the past for immediate intervention wherever needed. So let me check your chat box immediately. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, Tony, Pacific, yes. Las Vegas. Ooh. Las Vegas. I have great memories there. Muscle program. Interesting. We are all waiting for Healy to reach US. We know that, we know that. That's not a question I will be able to answer tonight. I don't know if you got some answers on this with the corporate call tonight. And you know, on Friday, we have Marcus back on stage for the Frequency Friday, the fortnight event we have now on regular basis. That will also be an occasion. There is a specific one for you guys, as you well know, but we will talk about it a bit later. So, beside Healy, obviously the most trendy term, word we are hearing around the world is this one. Lockdown, lockdown, lockdown. Nearly 4 billion people stuck at home, and that's not too bad because that's our market, my dear friends. That's the purpose also of catching up tonight. 4 billion are staying at home, looking for opportunities, new challenges, obviously facing the massive turmoil we are facing all together, and they are obviously asking us to stay at home if we can, authorities. Yes, we can, obviously, we are happy to do that. Stay with our dear ones because our market out there is also well connected. As you can see, these nearly 4 billion people normally are already on social media. And that's why today also for some of you still not knowing what do you have in hands, it happens to all of us. As our dear friend Richard is, somebody offers you an amazing opportunity, and this probably happened to all of you in the last months, but you are not sure if you can do it, if it's going to work for you. Simply say yes and learn it by doing it. Later, that's what we are all doing together. Let me check here, another massive people waiting. So that's why let's look to the solutions, because Healy has some, but also let's compare an historical breaking through moment compared to ours. You all went through this as well during the last 30 years probably. Some of you might remember the moment you got your first mobile phone in your hand. They were all looking mostly like the ones on the left-hand side. You can see that here. And then all of a sudden, once they became so tiny, somebody decided to reverse the trend and make them very big again. And that was obviously Steve Jobs. 29th of June 2007 was the historical date when Apple launched the first iPhone. And you can see there, let's talk about it from an investment perspective, because I want to bring you to what is happening right now for all of us. 10,000 bucks invested in Apple in 2007 would have given you today around 11x, 11 times more. So the question is now, the mega trend for us is the wearable technology. That's where we are placing all of us. And Healy thinks, and I'm pretty sure you think the same, we are trendsetters, pioneers in our solutions we are bringing compared to all the competitors out there. So the question is for us now, how do I entry? If I wish to entry, no entry, no exit, question mark. That's for us the solution we are bringing to people out there. What is the role you want to have? And that's why I'm asking you guys to think outside the box. You have a privileged position in the US. We're going to talk it now in the next few seconds. Let me see here if there is an inquiry. Join and Bones program. Okay, okay. That's a very specific one. Enjoy, enjoy. So yes, please think outside the box means also think outside the US market, because That's obviously an opportunity you have. Maybe not all of you are considering it, do see it. So Healy is officially in 42 nations now. We call them open markets. US is not an open market so far. Basically, all North America is not an open market so far. We don't know until when. You remember the plans. You know what just happened. On the other side, we can see some massive developments on the corporate level, especially on the operational side. Since last weekend, we have a fully automated system when it comes to purchasing Healys all over the globe. That means nothing is done anymore manually, and that's fantastic. That was the plan also in January for the February 1st launch of the US. If you all remember well, then it was postponed to April 2nd. It's there, it's working. And that's already one big plus. Okay, you know our editions, you know our additional programs. Some of you don't know them yet. This is subject of further webinars, but now more important for you, the business model is very well known too. Membership, referral program, pool profit sharing, customer referring customer, member referring member, and we strictly focus on referring only, not like many others in the field doing MLM direct selling, where plenty of products have to be purchased upfront before you can even bring them to the market yourself with your skills. If you have some, many do not have them, and many products end up in their garages, warehouses, before ending up on selling platforms, eBay, Amazon, Taobao, and many others, as we well know. This is absolutely old school, old story. In Healy, we don't need this. We have our Healy, we use it, and we have a couple of more Healys for sharing them. This we will talk about it in a few seconds. Very important for you now to understand why you have a privileged position compared to others. So I make this special graph here to also evaluate, first of all, what you have in hands. You all have taken a decision months ago to go for a different way regarding your Healy business, meaning to acquire an open market position, which you all have. And the open market position, as you well know, when you start Healy, gives you a 30 to 40% direct bonus. Now, those who do not have an open market position, meaning like in North America, they are entitled to 8% direct bonus, whatever they are doing from Canada, from US, from Mexico, all over the 42 Healy nations. Then binary bonus, that's for everybody the same. It's 15% once you qualify for it, and you all know how to qualify for the binary bonus. You need one purchase on your left team and one purchase on your right team. That's what is needed. Then the matching bonus is also here for everybody the same. Once we qualify for it, the matching bonus is the bonus which rewards you when you help your members. It doesn't matter where, in open markets again, to make money with Healy, to get a paycheck. You have direct referrals who make $1,000. You get 10% of it. You have 10 of them, 10 times 10% of it, and so on. These levels deep. So the big income opportunities are obviously connected to the binary bonus first and the matching bonus next. Because the matching bonus, Peter Chung is here, welcome. The matching bonus will also provide us the residual passive income we are all looking at in this kind of activities, especially also with the more and more coming monthly subscriptions of all our products. The new ones are already on monthly subscription, and probably also the old ones will be available. That's a news I can share with you here, but more to come in the next weeks, obviously. Then, very important, supply of our hardware available in open markets, obviously not available in North America for now, and also very important, the fast start is available in open markets, will be available for all North American registered accounts on D-Day. D-Day means once these markets open, the fast start will immediately be launched for all the positions which are already now registered. Some of you, no, not you, because you are all under open markets status, but you have members in your team who are registered under North America addresses. They will all have the same opportunity like you to have their own fast launched on D-Day. On D-Day, hopefully soon. Nobody knows yet, but it's effective. It will be like this, fast start. The clock will start ticking on the day the country will opens and can deliver Healy's door to door. So I hope this is very clear for all of us, where we stand, what the differences are, because obviously for those who are on the right column, you can and you should, that's why my recommendation before, to think outside the box. You should think about developing your business on all the open markets straight away. And this is happening. I'm showing you now the binary bonus as it looks like for most of you straight away. So binary bonus, let's assume on the day of your registration, you opted for a North American account. And then obviously the first recommendation we always do is to have multiple positions under your control. You can still do it now if it's not the case. So imagine every position here is one Healy, or every position you see here represented to a flag is one Healy account. That's very important. Normally in my presentations, you see the Healys here. I have changed it to make it easier for all of us to understand potential developments, adjustments to be made straight away. So, and then what happened, obviously, different international countries, accounts were set up in your structures too. We know a lot of Asia was involved in your development, Hong Kong, Philippines, Germany as well. Singapore, some people of you even flew to Singapore to get Healys. Congratulations, fantastic, awesome. Then obviously Italy as well, I heard recently. Spain also, I don't know if we have our friends from Spain here, they might be sleeping now. India as well. And again, some US accounts in the middle. Australia, US, Sweden also, United Kingdom, etc. So basically imagine yourself running these two teams, left team, right team. For you, it doesn't matter now where you stand, because important is starter, you did it, you profit from fast starts. Many of you even got all the rewards in terms of free upgrades and also free devices. Some are on the way to get them. We are doing our best to assist you all on this. But important is to understand, to think outside the borders. This is easily possible and highly recommended for the next weeks and months to come. We don't know what is going to happen, generic speaking, but we know we have Healy. We have it in 42 countries. We have an internet connection. We have a logistic system which is in place in these 42 nations, so nobody can stop us. There might be some slowdowns for obvious reasons, some slight delays in deliveries, but anything else is working for us. And you are also all here to get well rewarded, to get additional income, substantial profit, So if there are inquiries, don't hesitate to use the chat box straight away. Let me see here. My dear Alan, it's not a delay. Where at the moment can we move around? If you remember well, the plan was end of February to have 2 additional months to set up everything in the States. But with the current lockdown situation, obviously, it's hard to bring people where you need them. What is happening on government level, I assume our GM there can respond better than myself. But I just know, obviously, the lockdown in the States does not help, and also in Europe. I just read today it was completely extended to mid of May, total lockdown in Europe. That's obviously also affecting probably logistics. We can see it also from Asia. I can tell you if we have a flight a week flying over to the US, it's already a lot with any kind of goods, items. We are not even talking about passengers. So there are situations out of our control, which makes it obvious that the April 2nd official launch could not take place. And we are here now, mid of April. But again, I assume the GM in the States and all his team are keeping you well updated about what he's capable to do now, because his job is to set up a local infrastructure, opens virtually. Of course, it's not about meetings here. It's again the same issue. Selling the Healy might be very easy, but what comes next? That's the very important one. And the next part is provide the proper customer service. And you guys in the States need a top class customer service more than in any other countries, I can tell you. That's your standard. We totally understand this. We highly value this. So my concern is not on the logistic part, but it's more on the human resources at site, set up the customer office service. We don't have any product issue at all. The company can produce 1,000 Healys per day. That's the supply output when needed in Germany. So absolutely no issues on the product itself. Now, obviously, with the generic lockdown, there might be some delays, but again, we are serving here the whole countries in proper fashion manner. I am not aware about amounts of Healys in Utah. Again, Rick is the right guy for this. I assume he gave you proper amounts, or maybe not. He wants to keep it for himself. My dear, Morocco is not on the map for now, and we have to wait for these kind of countries. We are focused on the current nations and the ones, because you guys are in the same position like Korea. Korea is also a very hot market with already also a GM working the same like in the States to set up everything. And I can tell you it's much, much more tough to open Korea than the States from a legal perspective. So we are working very hard on this market too, because we think US and Korea will be the top runners immediately once they open. So we have the same challenge in different parts of the world. So then let me continue. Let me continue with my, let's see, somebody else wants to join here. No, perfect. Awesome. One more question. Would it be okay to put customers or members in either left? Yeah, very good question. Yes, very good question. I was on the way to get it. So for all of you as advanced Healy members, I want to consider you this way. In the future, we have to distinguish a customer from a member and vice versa, because especially in MLM industry, you know, most of the companies out there never ever focused on customers. Some even don't have any customers. And this is legally not okay now, because they only focus on distributors. Healy, luckily, we are all customers, first of all. We don't have a distributor position because there's nothing to sell, there's nothing to buy. There is no retail business with a margin on top of us. That's fantastic. However, we want to distinguish a customer from a member, meaning a customer is there to enjoy Healy products, hardware and software, and occasionally talk about it, recommend other customers, but not interested at all in running a business. So that's very important. So, and the customers are the most important people in any business of ours, anyone. So the customer is also important for us to qualify for rewards for our commissions, because with the official plan, I assume taking place on May 1st, but to be confirmed during this month, we have to distinguish the member position again from the customer position. The member is the person who uses Healy hardware and software, but also wants to run the business, run the network, build up a structure all over the world and make money with Healy. That's obvious. So the member will have two additional tasks and duties compared to a customer. First of all, there will be a yearly membership fee for the whole back office, marketing, company assistance. It's like running your office, you pay your rental. For the Healy, it will be $1 per week, so it's 49 euros per year. And obviously a customer does not need to pay this amount. That's already the first difference between a member and a customer. Besides obviously the business part, the customer is not entitled to commissions. The member is obviously entitled to commissions. And the second point is the minimum required activity status, like in all the companies. We want to reward those who do more. The current marketing plan is basically rewarding everybody at the same level. Some people have not done much and have got a lot of rewards, I can tell you. I can remember a few very big checks for not too much activity done. So this will be changing as well. The reward should go on those who do more and better, and in a fair and equally way, of course. That's why, you know, also from the compensation plan, a minimal activity of self-consumption, we can call it this way, will be required in order to qualify for commissions. It's 50 points minimum per month, 50 PVs. So the good thing is the 50 PVs, you don't have to spend any product or money to qualify for them, because your customers will also count for your own consumption. So the consumption, the monthly purchase orders of your customers will count for you as 100% PVs. So let's assume you have a customer, like the good question we got here from Alan. And normally customers, you don't place them in the binary. That's my recommendation, because binary means business. So a customer, that's why, let's distinguish. A customer can stay in the waiting room, in the unplaced partner waiting room. And for you, there's no changes at all. You get your direct bonus when he purchases a product or a service, a monthly subscription or a hardware. What comes on top is all his PVs or all her PVs every month will count for your active status. So if you have a customer who buys a digital nutrition app, it's 50 point value. This will count for you. That means you will be automatically qualified for your commissions because you are a member compared to the customer. That's why it's very worth it to have a few customers around you, because as higher you go in the career plan, as a little bit more participation, activation is needed. I think for the first 4 levels in the career plan is 50 points, then we go to 100, and the top level is 200 points. It's absolutely nothing. But again, the good thing is you can easily make it happen with your own customers. You don't have to open your wallet yourself. Obviously, all of us are using already more and more our monthly subscription products. DNA, a must-have for all of you soon. You have a machine. We are going to talk about it also, because this is an additional product you should promote in your team straight away. The Healy Advisor Search app as well on top. So I hope this answers your question about a customer and a member. We have to distinguish them. We have started 2 days ago also to separate our group chats on social media, customer only, members only, because the customers normally, they don't want to hear anything about marketing. They are not interested. So a customer will be served with purely product content, not only newsletter from the companies, but also from our side, from the leaders here, from you, anything related to products, frequencies, how to use them, how to share them, how to enjoy them, how to focus on their specific needs, challenges, and so on. A member wants to also know more tools about how to run the business. So we are now separating group chats per countries. We have started in the Philippines, customer only, member only. And I advise you to do the same. It's going to help both communities because they nicely fit together, but their intentions are different. So we have to accept that straight away. And again, a core successful business must have a customer base, and Healy will more and more point on this. The marketing plan is done, is meant to be focusing on that. So let's continue here with our dual. Obviously, you know the percentage, 15% on the shortest leg on the team who performs least during a Healy qualification cycle. And you also know we have a cap now, like all the binaries, there must be one, every position. That's why the recommendation to own multiple positions in the binary, especially now for you who have a mix between open markets position and US position, have more accounts under your control. This will pay off for you twice because you all had already a fast start somewhere, but you will have multiple fast starts once the North American market opens. That gives you a second advantage, and also multiple opportunities to get multiple times the binary bonus. Every position has a cap of 80,000 euro per month, because obviously there is no infinite money. So a cap is very normal. 1,000 is a lot. So just imagine you have two positions that can go up to 160,000 euro per month, for double, of course. Let me see here, there's a question. If someone in the binary already, but what's to be a customer? Yes, very good question too. Anytime a customer can become a member, and vice versa, a member can become a customer. However, there is a price to pay for it, remember. If you want to become, everybody who is now in the business, by the way, will have a final word before the yearly membership fee will be implemented to decide, I want to stay a customer or I want to become a member, or vice versa. We have cases where the member wants to become a customer, no problem at all. You can switch anytime you wish and like, but remember, once you become a member, the 49 euro will apply, and also your monthly activation status will be needed. When does the BIZ fee start? As far as I know, it's scheduled for May 1st, but to be confirmed. To be confirmed. There will be a change on May 1st, and I have already the news for you here in visual on my slides. One change is already scheduled, and here we go. Let's see who knows what the Pioneer bonus is. That's a question to you now. I give you 10 seconds to answer. Let's see who is the first in the chat box. Who knows about the Pioneer bonus launched on day 1 from Healy, Germany, in order obviously to assist the pioneers, and you are the US pioneers. It's still running. No answers yet. No answer. It was in the Christmas newsletter mentioned, and also a few days ago. Let me see. Don't be shy, but I will explain it to you. So the binary bonus until today and until April 30. Let's make an example here. We have 9 Healys to place in the binary, and obviously, and this also brings me to the subject I read many times in your Telegram group chat, how to balance my binary, what is the power leg, what is the opposite to the power leg, and so on. There is no winning formula here beside only one. You have to imagine yourself as a basketball coach of 2 teams in the same time, and the 2 teams are playing together. And the goal of the game, is not to have a winner. Think about that. That's an amazing challenge. How many score-draw basketball games do you see in the States on a weekly basis? First of all, I think when it happens, then there is an overtime because there must be always a winner. But just imagine a basketball game. You are the coach of both teams, and your goal is at the end of the 48 minutes, I think your games are a bit longer than in Europe, you must reach a score draw, like 90 points each, because then you are the top winner, you as the coach of the both teams. That's how you have to see your binary system. Your binary system, you have to keep it balanced. It's very easy to do it at the beginning, but it's also great fun and great challenging when you see your team growing, 100, 500, 1,000, 5,000 members. And at the end, you know, it's always 2 teams. Doesn't matter if you have 3,000 on one side and 2,000 on the other ones. Just look at where assistance is needed, where more points have to be scored. Let's use this vocabulary now. I found it very interesting, and people materialize it in a much easier way. So we are the coach of 2 basketball teams at the same time. We decide who the players are. We can switch the players once we bring them in the team, of course. Once they are in the team, they play forever for the same team, meaning the same position stays in the left team or the right team. But again, there is no winning formula. Don't wait for the sky to drop you down hundreds of prospects in one leg or in another. It can happen, of course. The spillover effect is there. Work very closely together with your sponsor, with your referrer. That's the rule number 1. But you are the master, you are the coach, the master coach, and you run your 2 teams. You decide how to run them. Important is the goal. The final goal is, remember, to play a score draw all the time, meaning 50-50, because that will maximize always your profits. Private message, Stefano, can I get my 2 Healy goals update? We will talk about current pending issues at the end of my presentation in a few minutes, no issue at all. To buy a Healy, we had to change our country. So, who did we are not connected to US? Is that correct? So, we did. I don't get the second part of your question, Jude, sorry. Obviously, in order to get a Healy, you all purchased it overseas because you got an overseas connection there, which made it happen. And my recommendation is don't change anything. There's no difference to have an open market position. And especially now going back to a non-open market is not necessary, not wise neither. Leave everything as it is. Important is to have few more US accounts, Canada accounts, Mexico accounts available under your control in your structure. That's the most important thing. Because all this position will benefit from a new fast start. Your past position, your current master position will not benefit from a new fast start. Even if you change the address, just think about it. Because obviously the system knows this position went through the 30 days fast start already. And some of you have done brilliantly, getting your rewards with free upgrades and free resonance devices. All happened already. Congratulations. I'm very proud of this. And but again, I hope this answers your question, Jude. Do not change anything. More important, have more positions under your control for the North American market. I got my Healy with less than a week left in fast start. Yes, in 7 days you can make miracles. Absolutely. We have seen everything also happening in 24 hours or in 3 hours only with 65 resonance sales in Thailand. That was the top record. It's still the top record so far. 65 resonance in 3 hours with one presentation only. Possible. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Fred. It's not over yet. Yeah, 3 in 1 day, of course. 65 also in 1 day. And all resonance on top. Okay, let me explain you because I saw nobody accepted my challenge here to explain the Pioneer bonus. So the Pioneer bonus since day 1. Maybe now. Let me see. Nice. Okay, Roberta. I'm happy you love that. So let's make a quick example. So remember, the only winning formula is for you to be a top coach and run 2 top teams at the same time and adjust wherever necessary to help always the weakest team to stay at the same level than the strongest team. That is the only winning formula I see. Any other formulas, place 9 here, 3 on the other side, it's all crazy stuff. Just do it. We are all human beings. We are working all together. We are not robots or machines or numbers. Absolutely not. Obviously, we are in a business here together, but we should work as a team. And the challenge in our team is to always be on the same level because that will maximize our benefits. So we have straight now ongoing the Pioneer bonus within our binary bonus. And you can see it here. You know, Gold Edition has 250 points. So in my example, I placed 5 on the right side, 1,250 total, 4 on the left side, 1,000. So you know immediately what's going to happen here. The system will pay 15% on my left team. That's the commission I get, 150 euros. The exceeding balance will be transferred to my next cycle. It's always a calendar month, and this would be 250 points. So what we have to say here, in these 250 points, my dear friends, the direct bonus was paid already. Correct me if I'm wrong. 30 to 40% were paid already to the referrer who recommended this new customer member to the Healy company. However, the company is paying a second time commission on the same sales. And that is called the Pioneer bonus. The Pioneer bonus will be removed from May 1st, logically removed. We have to say that the company was very generous in this for nearly a year. So from May onwards, the 250 points for 1 gold will first deduct the direct bonus, which is also logically the right move if we think about it. In any kind of business, whatever goes into commission, you take it away from the whole commission part. The Pioneer bonus was paying twice commission on the same net income, net revenue of the company. So from May 1st onwards, and it was already announced in the newsletter, the direct bonus will be deducted from the PVs before they enter the binary bonus. That means the same example here will give you 175 points EV if the referrer is a gold edition holder. Obviously, if he is a resonance holder, then we have to deduct 100 points because 100 PV is what a resonance edition holder gets as direct commission on a gold edition. So between 75 to 100 on a gold edition will be deducted, and then the net balance goes into the binary. It's very logical, it's normal, and this will pay us a little bit less binary commissions. So this will be effective from May 1st. It was already announced. So the Pioneer bonus is running for the last time this month, April. I hope this might be some new stuff for some of you, but it was already there. Mine will, over 18 years old. Yes, open up positions, yes. Ellen, every position runs a business. So there is no handicap at all. All the open markets position, keep them. They are running your business right now. And remember, for most of you, the open market position is your master account. Some of you have placed a US account on top. I know that. But for most of you, if I remember well, your open market position is your master account. So work on that one and have some US accounts in standby in between. Remember my initial binary slide, I showed you all the US flags on top, and in between, all the 42 countries are more than welcome to be connected with you because that brings instant money. Binary bonus is paid all over the world. Some of you have received it already also on US bank accounts, so it's all working. But again, Alan, to make it clear, every position you have generates business, generates income. There will not be an account which will not do that. It's up to you to run them. So you have multiple accounts, all are eligible for commissions. If our dear GM told this, that's another question. I know many people have multiple accounts all over the world. It's up to you how to manage them. How can they check if you have an account for your wife, your husband, your niece, and your daughter? These are four different people. That's what I recommend you to do. So it's fine that the company is going to check this, but again, let's be smart. And we all have multiple accounts in our families because that's the first people we are thinking of when sharing Healy. I have my wife in the business, my daughters, everybody is in the business with an own account. And we are all a family, so you have for sure done the same. We don't have to be Einstein to understand. So it's fine that the company is going to check this, but again, every single individual is eligible to have at least an Healy, and we have all families. So make it smart. Use your family as an umbrella and use it on multiple areas around the world. How husband and wife can have obviously two accounts, corporate accounts. Of course, we have this all over the world. Corporate accounts, single private accounts, on the husband, on the wife, on the daughters, on the niece, on the auntie, on the grandpa, on the grandmother. Absolutely yes, because again, every position is activated through one Healy purchase. So it makes also sense. It would not make much sense if you buy 4 Healys under your own position, because that means you are giving away the direct bonus. Direct bonus gone. So that's why it's more than it's more than logical to have your master account and in a smart way set up your family structure. Let's call it this way, our family structure. Most of you have done it already. If not, do it now. There are always nice positions to profit from where there is a flow of new entries. Just position your family new account in between. That will help. And again, I repeat, all these accounts will have a fast start on the D-Day. So rest assured about it. Those who profit already from a fast start somewhere else, already your benefits. Your benefits is you have a Healy now. Some of you have more than one. You got your commissions too. You got your rewards. You got your fast start. So that was the advantage for those of you who invested in Healy during the last 6-7 months. And we have to work on this because obviously now, even though you cannot move around too much, but you have something essential to show around, which most of the people in the States don't have. I don't get this part, Michael, for FIDO. It's a new word for me. Maybe you can explain better, but I hope my message is clear. Every account with a Healy order purchase. And remember, in this part of the world, we can also enter the Healy world now with just the purchase of the watch. The watch also qualifies a new member. With a watch, and I assume in the US it will be immediate as well, you are qualified as a 30% direct bonus holder and you can run your business. Referring Healy wearables and Healy watches and all the other hardware and software subscription models. So that's also a very exciting additional part, how to attract customers, not only with the frequency device, but also directly with the watch. That's ongoing, especially in Europe, in Asia starting now. Well, my dear, I am not a corporate. I'm on your side. And this is the recommendation I give. Corporates have different jobs. And a corporate should not be involved in people's marketing. That's my vision of all this. Especially in direct selling, corporates have to do a corporate side. So education, be there with products, logistic, service. The marketing is all up to us. It's up to us to understand all the points, especially to understand the compensation plan first, which might not be the case for everybody out there. Every account should be purchased separately, linked obviously to a referrer. So that's why, remember, one account, one purchase. Don't do multiple purchases under one account. I had a case recently, by mistake, one person recommended 12 members, but she put the orders under her own account. Just imagine what a mess. Luckily, we fixed it. So very important, every account, one purchase only. That makes it sense. Yes, it happens. And that happens always when we try to help others. So my recommendation is don't purchase for others. Don't sign up people. Let people sign up themselves. So we have to teach them. We are not babysitters here. And the right way to do it is let them receive your referral link and then they do the job. Especially now, we are working 100% remotely. We are not meeting people for a while. So them your referral link and they have to do the job. Don't register members yourself. That's not the right thing because you are not teaching them anything. Then they will come the next day with other 5-10 members and you have to register them and you have to place the order for them. That's getting a big mess. We all experience this. You want to teach them, you want to be the proper coach, send them your referral link. They will do the same. Remember, at 70%, people copy what we do. So do it the right way. Send them your referral link. Send them your nice QR code. I don't know if you are using them. As we are using them here in this part of the world, it looks also very colorful. Every account needs a single email account, tax ID, this depending of the nation. So I cannot answer regarding fiscal aspects, but what you need to register an account in Healy is a different email account. Names can stay the same. We have people with the same name owning different positions, but the email must be different. The phone, not necessary, is not even required now, I've seen, but the email must be absolutely different, yes. An email can always be changed, you can change it, that's not a big deal. And also an address can be changed. Remember, today we live in a certain country. After the turmoil is going to be over, maybe some people will move somewhere else. So that's very obvious. We are free humans of this world. So to change your address is also no big deal at all. But again, my recommendation, keep everything as you have it and place wise US, Canada, Mexico position where it matters if you haven't done it yet. They will all benefit from a second round of fast starts and so on once the market opens. A username cannot be changed now, but I know the company is working on this to also change usernames in the future, because we should all have a numeric ID, and then behind this numeric ID you can have different names, obviously if available. But for the moment, no, the username now cannot be changed, but I know the company is working on that. So, Pioneer bonus explained. I hope it's clear for you and obviously necessary to be implemented. My dear Rajai, there is no official list, but our shops, because remember, our shops are all IP related. So every country can only buy into a specific shop. You are all the masters. And I always like to say that you know how to shop in all the Healy shops in the world. I only show this to you. But obviously there is no specific list. I can just say very quickly, we are all over Europe. We are in Russia, Ukraine, Kazakhstan. We are almost in all Asian countries. Southeast Asia, from Thailand down to Philippines, Asia Pacific, Australia, New Zealand, Japan. And this is it, 42 countries is already a lot. A few more in Europe, which do not belong to the EU, but little spots. And well, my dear, very good question, Trish. And the message I wanted to bring you today, remember, think outside the box, think outside the US. If you have a connection in Sweden, the Swedish lady, the Swedish gentleman buys a Healy, you make money. He gets it, he's in an open market, you are making money. You have a connection in Greece, in Spain. Now I saw Spanish webinars have been launched in your area, that's very good. So think outside the box, please. We don't have any choices now. Enrolling in the States is good. Enrolling outside the States is better. Make it together. We all have connections all around the world. We can set up specific webinars for your specific people. I got requests from your team members for Italian webinars, for Swedish webinars. So we have everything in place because you have connections. You have connections all over the world. There is a strong bond between US and the Philippines. We have Filipinos who have sponsored in the US and vice versa. So they have already a link. They're already making money. They are not in need to wait for US to open. So that's why think outside the box, please. 42 nations, 4 billion people who are sitting at home now. Just think about them. Some lost the job. Some don't know how tomorrow is going to be. Some had to shut down a business. So Healy has a double solution for them. First of all, from a healthcare well-being perspective, we have our new bioenergetic boost program. This is there for everybody. Every household needs this in the house. The 4 billion people are waiting for it. And then we have the business opportunity. Run a business from home. In 5 minutes, you can start it. Doesn't matter if you are in India, Spain, Norway, Singapore, or Japan, or New Zealand. You all have a few connections in at least one of the 42 countries around the world. I cannot believe that you don't have them. One you have, and one is enough to bring you 10, 100, hundreds of thousands of other connections, equal potential sales, equal potential point values and commission. Thank you, Trish. Very good. Friends who are now in the US, do I just tell them to wait? Don't tell them to wait, just tell them the same we are discussing here tonight. And that's the best thing to do. Position yourself in the tree, think about connections in the 42 countries. This should be the mission for all of us here. Position yourself in the tree, look at members all around the world. Many millions are waiting for opportunities to be run from their smartphone, to be run from their homes. Remember, 4 billion people stuck at home, at least for the next 30, 45, 60 days. Not millions, yes, billions. 4 billion people. That's half of the world stuck at home today. Amazing but true. So even without them stuck at home, we have an amazing potential. Yes, billions, 9 zeros. That's 4 and 9 zeros behind. Amazing but true. So I'm almost at the end. Very important, and here's the answer. Why to have multiple family positions, family structure in your tree? Because this income you see here, my dear friends, it's possible for you straight away now, with or without US to be open. This is mainly all binary bonus income, you are all qualified for this. And look here, if you multiply this strategy, the 1 + 3 overseas in an open market, very easy to multiply. These are the incomes you can generate straight away from your home right now in the US. 2,000 is about $2,200 per month. Who doesn't want them now in this specific historical moment? Everybody needs it. Just to think about basic living. Basic living, pay the bills, grocery, food, stay healthy. This is what we are offering them. And we all have the market in front of us. This is not related to US to be open or not. It's there straight away to be caught with our own hands and the tools we have in place to market this, to make it happen. Obviously, for those more motivated, with bigger goals to achieve, but also all of you who have a resonance, because this I call the resonance family strategy, the 1 + 3, 1 resonance and 3 gold, that makes a big difference. And by the way, in this package, we will also add now the DSNC package, the DSNC bundle, Healy Watch, DNA, Digital Nutrition app, and Heal Advisor Search. Again, this is also available, especially in Europe. So you have your Swedish friend, he can not only buy the Healy, he can also buy the whole other package, and you again make commission straight away. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. So we have to add this as well to have the whole Healy ecosystem under your control. Let me see here a few more questions coming. With the US not open, if we sign someone up in a country that is open, we won't get paid. You will get paid, my dear. You will get paid, of course. Binary pays. I showed you in my slides before. 8% you get on direct sales, not 30, but 8. But the binary pays. The binary is paying. It's paying already for some of you. So absolutely, you get paid. That's why. Think outside the box, please. US is great. The whole world is there for you. It can be conquered straight away from the US. I will send you a list. We made a manual one of the country list. 42 are a lot. I will share it here with you. Name by name, yes, we have something. No cryptocurrency yet, my dear David, but it's on the way. We are probably also by May implementing a new pay-in, pay-out system. which will allow not only wire transfers and credit card, but also more different payment means, including cryptocurrencies, including micropayments, so also domestic local solutions, to be implemented. It's there already. The company has signed up a huge contract, but to be implemented in the system. So talking about videos, we will come about it because there is a very exciting news for you. Some of you have seen it already. Some more people want to join you. Oh, I forgot Karen. Sorry. But anyway. Sorry? You did not register, my friend. Where are you then? I don't see you. Because it was a specific Zoom registration modus. So, the 13,000 euro income scheme, you can see it here, 1 + 3, 1 resonance plus 3 goals. Some of you have double resonance already. Some of you have a resonance and a few goals as well. I know that. So use them and duplicate the same business model, because we have to make it very clear to everybody. If you want to run a business, you need samples, you need testers. Now it might be a bit difficult to share them around, but again, the concept is very simple. You don't open a garment shop without putting garments in your window, in your showroom. The same if you open a car auto salon or a restaurant. Healy is the same. You have your own Healy, and I start to see that the Healy becomes like a mobile phone. We never share our mobile phones. Think about it. It's not something to somebody else to be used. So our Healy becomes very, very personal, especially when you have a resonance. Resonance is very personal, obviously. So the Healys we are sharing around are for getting straight away frequencies into our prospects' bodies to feel the change. And that can be gold, holistic editions, that more than fine. So now, very important, we are having a massive success with our webinars on demand in Asia, and that you immediately So, Frequency Friday with Markus Schmidtke, 3 big events, obviously one specifically for the North American market at your local times, Pacific Eastern. We will start noontime Europe with Asia, 3 p.m. Europe for the Europe market, and 6 p.m. so around noontime, your time in the US next Friday. And I am proposing a menu for you at the adequate time US market for the following subject to be covered. Why not 8 p.m. Eastern like today? But this is up to you. I let you, all the leaders, decide. So we are running on daily basis webinars with specific educational content. One high demands we have noticed here is to let people understand the difference between Healy and the other frequencies devices. So this is covered by our dear Martin. He's the specialist in this. So this is a very exciting webinar on the go, which is already in place in Asia, and happy to launch it in the States. Then we have obviously a compensation plan specific webinar too, to be run whenever you wish and like. Then we have also the lately launched 3+1 new Healy apps and new Healy hardware to be explained in depth in order to know them, use them, and share them. here they are, and you know them. Some of you are having them already. I saw a few subscriptions now from your end for the Heal Advisor search, and that's fantastic. We should all also focus on this because this also brings residual income. Think about it. For the same customer, the same member, the same Healy running already somewhere within your network in the States, Mexico, Canada, or elsewhere. Then obviously another specific webinar focusing on back office, Healy Academy, and Healy Shop. Anytime you wish and like, Healy webinar on demand. Then a very short version. We think short is good, less is more. To understand Healy in 44 minutes, flash for everybody around the world. We are having this on weekends. Weekends we run webinars late morning time. We could do also this for you because one big advantage you have with us is the fitting time zone. To have Europeans to run US conferences is a bit difficult because it happens to be late, early morning somewhere. We can do it here. When we wake up, you are evening time there, and that fits perfectly, and vice versa too. So this is also on the menu if you wish and like. And then also lately launched the Super Sunday brunches, chit chat. Let's get together. Let's talk about Healy, exchange of testimonials, any kind of subject, verbally between an audience. We had over 200 testimonials lately on our German call. So that's very exciting too. Authentic experiences to be shared online in a different manner, also late morning time on weekends here. I hope you like this. I hope you are happy to get it. We are happy to serve you, to bring it over to you in the States. I let you handle this. Yes, please. Yes, please. I could not take the exam for the Healy compliance. You mean exam for the machines? Yes, we have different exams. Certificates also by the manufacturer, like our medical device advisory certificate, which I recommend to all of you. It's something to show to potential prospects because it's an official document. And there are also more for every single new products we are bringing to the ground. So, yes, Tony is happy. Very good. So, yes, Penelope, if I can be of assistance later. The system has been working too well. Well, that sounds great. That sounds great. So this is the menu. I let you fix a plan. It would be good to have a 1 week plan in advance. You choose the dates. You choose what fits better between Eastern time and Pacific time. You choose the subject. It's Healy webinar on demand. That's why it's like Netflix. Your wish is my command. You know it. So don't hesitate. Come back to us. We will be happy to serve you. It can be one per day. It can be whenever you wish and like. We are all at home. Internet is working. Healy is there. The world is waiting for us. So talking about videos, I don't know if you have seen them. We have now the 7 US compliant videos of Healy. They are all available on our Healy World Asia Pacific YouTube page. I put them here. The number 1 you see there, welcome to Healy. Medical version is there for the US market. What we have right now, which is not medical compliant, are our accessories. That's why the video number 3, you can see it here, is a non-med version for the time being. This will also change in the future, but we have to be focused on the present. So use these 7 videos to spread the word, to show Healy around for your local market, of course. If other markets, you know, we have different videos for the European markets, for the Asia markets too, but it's all in English language, so that's very easy to handle. They are all available on our Healy World Asia Pacific YouTube channel. You can also download them from there, put them on your platforms, no issue at all. It's all there for sharing, of course. Yes, fabulous, the system. Okay, my dear Penelope, fantastic. So I think we are now at the end of what I wanted to share with you. Yes, this is the QR codes we are using here. I'm using them for years. I don't know in US how it works. In Asia, we have them in every supermarket now. You can scan a product and you know the whole history about it. That's very unique. We have this everywhere. In a cashless society, it helps a lot, especially nowadays where even touching banknotes can be risky. Let's say it this way. So QR codes are beautiful. You can customize them the way you want, and you can put all the data you want inside. That's why a referral link is also a great idea to have it under your own QR code. I can help you if you want to have some. I can teach you how it works. It takes 90 seconds to create one very easily, customize it totally. So now let's talk about the past. And there was already a few questions regarding pending issues. So we are helping our customer support to get better. We know it's a crucial aspect of the growth of Healy to make it better. It has to. And it's getting better, slowly but surely. So what I am asking you now, I will share these Excel sheets with you there, because I want all pending issues, really everything which is in need of a quick resolution to be documented. So meaning upgrades, I can tell you we had over 5,000 promotional upgrades in the last weeks, all to be handled manually, unfortunately, manually. And the company is on the way to fix them all within the next 10 days, 10 to 14 days. So if there are some pending upgrades on your side, please put them in the Excel sheet. I will work on them straight away and it will be fixed promptly. So we are talking about paid upgrades, promo upgrades, purchased devices, maybe everything is fine on that side. Free fast start resonances, there might be some not yet delivered. So I will share these 3 Excel sheets. They are already well done. We are using them in all our nations here in Asia. The leaders collect all the data so we don't have to play tennis or ping pong with back and forth emails all in one. And we can simply update it on weekly basis. And on the company side, on my side, you will also see the status, the progress, in order to all solve them promptly. As you can see here, this is a screenshot of our teams in Taiwan. What is missing? What is delivered? So it's essential to document it in a very easy way. So no need screenshots anymore. Forget these kind of things. We use Excel sheets. We just put the basic data we all need. I got a few requests before the webinar tonight regarding some machines which have not been activated yet. Come forward to me, use these Excel sheets. I will share them after the webinar, and then we will fix it promptly. And last, obviously, together everyone achieves more miracles. That's why we are here. That's why we are here all together to make it happen. So from my side, and I'm sending you tons of love and frequencies in order to stay safe and relax, obviously. I'm happy to hear your voices too. We can have an open talk now, if you wish and like. Let me open the wall. Oh, I can see you there. Let me have a look. Jude is fantastically beautiful. Hi, Trish. Ellen, you look serious? How was the Netflix night? Did you like it? Okay, I see. Your couch is doing great. Roberta, always very active there. So, Harold is da. Wunderbar, wunderbar. Caroline. So anything you want to clarify, anything from your side? I hope you enjoyed the content. I hope it clarified many aspects. I hope it brought forward your privileged position you should profit from. And again, let's think outside the box. It's very important. We don't know what can happen in the next weeks and months to come. We cannot have certainties regarding when US is going to be open. I think nobody has an answer now. We only know what is today. We know what we can do today. We know the world is there. We know connections make the difference. And it's up to us. I hope also, yes, cheers. A good red wine, it's fantastic. Here's my little vodka glass early morning. So let me see the chat box. Let me see the chat box here. Long Beach, California. Wow, I would love to be there now. It's my dream. It's my dream. Thank you, my dear Caroline. Always a pleasure.
Danke Shane from South Carolina.
Oh, South Carolina. Yeah, that sounds fun.
Yeah.
South Carolina. Wow. Familiar.
Louis says thank you.
USA, Oregon. Fantastic. Yes, we have many videos. Now we have 7 dedicated videos to the US market. Use them. But then we have also the Nikola Tesla one. Don't forget this one. That's one of my preferred. And I like to use also some extraordinary videos from Professor Bruce Lipton, who opens up the mind of everybody regarding our body, our cells, how they function. Because many people are, 99% of the people we are speaking out there have no clue. Frequency medicine, think about it. This is where we stand. It's completely new. And we have to bring them a basic know-how. Professor Bruce Lipton is the absolute #1 in this with all his video content, short videos, 5 to 10 minutes. By the way, within the next 2 weeks, we will have our first Chinese Mandarin webinar. I'm working on that. And I'm pretty sure you all have Chinese connection somewhere. I just give you one number. There are 600 million Chinese outside China. Who should take care of them? Who should inform them? We have to do it. If nobody does, somebody else will do it sooner or later. So they are in France, in England, in Spain, in Asia. We have millions here in the Philippines. Most of them only speak Mandarin, so we have to speak their language. I am training a few ladies right now, and I hope by end of this month we will have the first webinar entirely in Mandarin language. Yes, it's a big challenge. This will help all of us there. We all know one Chinese at least around us somewhere. And just think about them too. That's an amazing market. You have many Chinatowns in the States. We all have them too. So yes, again, let's think outside the box. That should be the message for tonight. I don't know if there's something more to share on your end.
When I was trying to write about the back office, the training, that has been very difficult, and it keeps, I don't know if anybody else has experienced it, but it goes wonky. It like my name will be there, and then I'll get down to the 8th part of the segment, and then it'll wipe me out. And so you got to go back out.
Sorry, yeah. Roberta, to interrupt you. What do you mean?
Sorry.
Back office training. What do you mean? Back office training? I don't get that.
Yeah, you get the certificates for completion.
Oh, you mean
the compliance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so I have done mines obviously a long time ago. I have to check. We had successful new new certificates issued here in this part of the world. So I haven't heard about any issue on this, but I will have a look. It's definitely working.
Okay.
It's there.
No, it asks you to allow cookies, and you allow cookies, and then it kicked me off. It just
Yes.
it couldn't proceed to the next thing.
That's
Okay,
correct.
One advice I can
Absolutely.
give you all, because I assume most of you are using, Apple computers. Tell me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
No, it's not, okay. But
We got to get her on board.
one trick is always to change browser. The browser is very sensitive. So change browser, this can help. Chrome is the most recommended one, but also Brave is not bad at all. For those who know Brave, is similar
Brave.
of Brave, yes,
Okay.
browser.
Yeah, I am on a Mac.
Firefox. Microsoft Edge is not so good. And Safari, I am not an Apple user, so I let you judge. But one trick is always change browser. Also for orders, for registrations, and probably also for these exams online. This might help as well. Change the browser. It takes a second. And that's always useful to do. The same with our Healy. Sometimes change Wi-Fi connection or change data connection. For some of you who have some issues when connecting the Healy, this can also help. Clean up regularly your Bluetooth connections. You know, we have so many devices connected with our Bluetooth. So clean up the memory. This can also help to have a more smooth experience when connecting our devices and Healy software. Okay, my friends, I see you all ready for a good night's sleep. But not all of you. Pacific time, there's still some hours to go, of course. So, wow, Alan, I see your Healy box there is fantastic over your head. Looks great. Great background. You should have a few more. A few more will not harm at all. Remember, 1 + 3 is better than 1. So I'm not telling more than that. Okay, my dear friends, it was a pleasure. We had a long 95-minute session. Let me see more questions coming in. Thanks, Stefano. Well, my pleasure. Well, yes, you can connect me. Anyone who wants to come forward, please don't hesitate. I will share the Excel sheets. Remember, there are pending issues somewhere, any kind, commissions, devices, upgrades, promos, whatever is not settled yet. Let's get it on paper. And the company is very responsive on this. We have fixed a lot of things the last weeks, also with some of your cases there. So some upgrades on the way. Okay, we will fix this. No problem at all. So then I say thank you, all of you. Plenty of wonderful ladies. I'm very blessed, I have to say that.
Thanks, Stefano.
Thank you.
Yes, Excel sheet on the way. Ding dong. I give you something nice here. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you all. Have a good night.
Danke schön.
Yeah.
Auf Wiedersehen.
So you decide, guys. Healing webinar on demand for the US. It's all yours.
Thank you.
Ciao, ciao.
Sounds
Have a
good.
good night. My pleasure.
Ciao.
Bless
Ciao,
you.
ciao.
Stay strong and Healy. Ciao.